Level 1. You open your eyes to a billboard that never sleeps. A smile like a promise, a pill like a sunrise. Buy happiness today. You laugh at the absurdity. Then you check your phone. 3 missed messages. 1 new ad. It knows you. It knows the nights, the restless scroll, the loneliness that visits at 2 a.m. You think, what if? What if the ache could be paid for? Not with optimism, not with self-help, with currency, cash, crypto, consent, a choice. You click, the world tilts. Level 2. The clinic is bright and small. Smells like citrus and antiseptic. A receptionist smiles with perfect teeth, paperwork in a stack. You understand the terms. The nurse asks, you skim. Your eyes snag on one line. Fine print Landon. Non-refundable. Side effects may include memory loss. You sign anyway, because you remember the nights, because you remember wanting to be less hollow. You lie back, a cool press at your wrist. A band hums like a distant bee. They call it a transfer, a tiny machine. A whisper of light. You feel it at the base of your skull. Warmth like a sunbeam. And then, for a single cinematic heartbeat, relief, pure, crystalline. Immediate relief. It tastes like sugar. It flowers behind your eyes. You laugh. You forget the last time you laughed like this. Level 3. You wake to colors. Colors that used to be gray now shout. Coffee is joy. Traffic is an upbeat song. Your partner turns to you, puzzled. You changed, they say. You assume they mean better, but every exchange is lighter. Complaints slip off you like water. Work becomes gentle. Emails read like compliments. Friends call, and you answer with patience. You become easy to be around. People orbit you. You collect invitations like shells on a beach. You call your mother. You cry on the phone, and it feels managed. The feeling isn't fragile. It's engineered, and it lasts longer than it should. Days fold into a syrup. Weeks blur like paint under a rainstorm. You begin to notice gaps. Blank pages in the middle of your diary. Names you can almost place. Faces that start like photographs with corners torn. You attribute it to newness. You tell yourself, memory is messy. Level 4. Cold procedural, then breaking into grief. What you get is a ledger of exchange. Happiness, daily dose. Debit, memory, withdrawn. Credit. The accountant calls it a balance. You call it a cost. You think the transfers are small. A detail here, a childhood birthday there. You shrug it off. It only takes what you no longer need, you tell yourself, until someone mentions your sister's name. You stop. You look through photos. There is a picture of her in a frame. You can't place the last conversation. Your sister calls. Her voice is a rope you can't climb. She asks about mom. You freeze. You no longer remember the fight. You apologize for things you don't remember doing. She asks, quietly, are you okay? You lie. You don't know how to tell her that peace cost a room in your mind. That at night, you have to trace the outlines of yourself with your fingers to make sure you are still here. Level 5. Addiction has a soft face. It offers calmness, then attendance. The clinic introduces new plans, subscription tiers, premium, sustained euphoria, debt relief included. Premium Plus, euphoria with curated memories. A la carte, 1 happy recollection restored per month. You laugh, and then you don't. Your hand hovers over the phone. Each plan is a promise wrapped in consequence. People queue outside like pilgrims. Street vendors sell counterfeit smiles. An underground market thrives. Barter what you love for what you feel. A painter trades a masterpiece for a month of bliss. A teacher trades a lesson for a weekend of laughter. You see someone on the subway with a missing laugh. She smiles, but the corners of her eyes are empty. You think of identity as a ledger. What happens when you mortgage your past? Who will you be if the stories that made you are gone? You begin to dream in overdrafts. Level 6. A protest forms outside the clinic. Signs read, happiness is not for sale, and return our stories. You stand at the edge and feel 2 worlds. Inside, bright lights, collective contentment, the hum of regulated joy. Outside, people with missing pieces, piecing each other back together. You meet someone with a map on their arm, tattoos, dates, names, fragments of poems. They say, I paid for a year, I lost a month. I traded back one Sunday for my son's first steps. You listen, your chest tightens. You remember your sister's voice again, a flash, small, like a film reel skipping. You remember the smell of jasmine from your childhood porch. It arrives like contraband. You feel both grateful and furious. Grateful because the memory is whole. Furious because you paid to get it back. You ask the protester, "Why did you come back?" They say, "Because you can't trade everything. Some things anchor you." I wanted to be anchored. You realize the clinic didn't just sell moments. It sold relief as a commodity, and you bought it. Level 7. You stand at a crossroads as the city glows. The neon clinic on one side, the hum of the protest on the other. Your heart beats like a script. You imagine two futures in one. You keep paying. You become a curated version of yourself. No storms, no deep grief, no reckless joy, comfortable and small. In the other, you begin to refuse. You go cold turkey. You take back the missing pieces. The first weeks are violent. You ache in shapes you didn't know existed. Grief returns like a patient tide, but with it come textures. Pain tastes like weather. It's real. Your laughter returns, ragged and genuine. You begin to recognize the differences. Engineered joy is smooth, like a polished stone. Life's joy is jagged, like stepping on pebbles barefoot. You call your sister. You say, "I forgot things. I'm trying to get them back." She cries on the other end, not in anger, in relief. She says, "Come home." Level 8. You walk away from the billboard. You walk away from a currency that turned feeling into ledger lines. You begin to rebuild a life that costs nothing but time. Mornings become experiments. You cook badly and laugh at it. You fall downstairs in a hurry and remember how it hurt. You argue. You reconcile. You lose. You find. You preserve memory in paper, in voice memos, in photographs you label with dates and scent. You open a jar and press your face to a smell and remember. You make space for sorrow. You learn to sit with it. You speak to friends about debts, about the ways the clinic changed them. Some do not come back. Some find their way slowly. You make a pact with yourself. Joy will not be bought. It will be built, stumbled into, earned, and sometimes inherited. You accept the risk, because if happiness demands the erasure of who you were, then what is it worth? Night. A bench. City lights like distant promises. You close your eyes. You feel the cool air. You remember the warmth from the machine and the bitter aftertaste. You remember your sister's laugh and the smell of jasmine. You remember the nights you thought the world would break you. You remember waking up to colors. But today, you choose the messy, dangerous, honest route. You choose being whole, with cracks that let light in. A taxi horn somewhere. A dog barks. You laugh. Real, jagged, yours. The passerby looks at you and smiles. You smile back. No ledger, no receipt, just the weight of everything you are. You reach for your phone. You call someone you love. The line connects. You say, "I'm here. I'm trying. Will you come with me?" They say yes. The city breathes. You stay. You feel alive, imperfect, and awake. The price of bought happiness becomes clear. It bought you calm, but it stole pieces, and now you must rebuild with what was left behind. It will be hard. It will be beautiful. You stand, and the night stretches before you, enormous, uncertain, and yours.